Hello. Hola.
Hello,
Hello, hello, hello.
hello, hello.
Aloha.
What's happening?
I don't know, you're bright. I'm impressed. We've got this camera.
You know what happened? There's another new camera in the building, and it's pointed
Right.
right at me.
And it's so bright. And you look like you have color and
I
you're,
look healthier, don't I?
yeah, I look washed out and pale.
It's this new diet I'm on. It's called the New Camera Diet.
What brand is it?
Um, full of something.
It's the Sanyo diet.
Oh, hey, it is Little Friday, Big Thursday here
Mm-hmm.
at the Radio Ranch, and we are kind of getting excited about the big 3-day weekend. The
Yeah.
weatherman, that's kind of us too. Mother Nature is about to put a little bit of a damper on
Mm-hmm.
the outdoor activity for the
Yes.
weekend, or the potential for it.
Which is which is
Rain.
why the party is postponed.
The company party got postponed because of weather.
Yep.
First thing to get skidded was our party.
Yes, and I apologize for that.
That's probably
Because that was
bad.
me.
So I think by, what was it, Sunday, right? That's when we're going to do
Sunday
that?
was when we were going to do the little
It's going to be
gathering.
raining by then.
But it's going to be like thunderstorms and just all kinds
Right.
of stuff. So I was like,
Right.
no, sorry
No.
guys, love you, but I don't want to have all of you shoved in my house. Like I want you to be able to go outside,
Yeah.
So we're not sitting there going, what do we do? Wow, and look, it's raining more. Yeah, I started that tradition 2 years ago.
The company party tradition.
Mhm.
That's right. That was a great one you had last year, by the way.
We're
It really was.
gonna do it again sometime. But now I got to look at the clock. I got to look at the calendar and see what day we're available. Because I know, like for instance, this weekend I was doing it on Sunday because I figured Monday,
Yeah.
Holiday.
Yep.
But I know you're going to be at Jimmy's Seafood Buffet on Saturday night.
Yeah.
I would come and help you, but at this point in time, I figured, that because I was going to be preparing for the party, but now I don't have to.
That's true.
So,
anyway.
But you never know what's going to happen with my mama. Good morning,
Sure.
Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Right in Portland, coming home to. Wow, that was a quick little trip turnaround.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, I guess your flight was okay yesterday.
From LaGuardia.
LaGuardia.
LaGuardia up to Portland.
LaGuardia to Portland. Did they talk like Boston people in Maine, or how do they talk in Maine?
That's a good question. Because, people, I was thinking the same thing, like when I got to upstate New York, that I would definitely be hearing something. But
no. I think they just have, every now and then they have like the O's and the no's, kind of like.
Maybe. But I was shocked. It's like not much of an accent. Maybe we're the ones with the accent when we go.
Possibly, but I think so. They're like, wow, you sound like so southern.
Right.
And I don't. It's weird. I notice, like, if I get around people that are, and I always pick on Kelly Clarkson about this, but then I discovered it was myself. Whenever you watch Kelly Clarkson,
Yeah,
on American Idol, good morning, Mike. Notice how she talks differently to different people.
Oh, on her talk show?
No, on American Idol.
Okay.
It depends on the genre of the music that she's talking. But Kelly Clarkson, is she on The Voice? No, she's on The Voice. I'm sorry. She's on The Voice, not the American Idol. Whatever. It's one of those.
I'm so confused because Kelly Clarkson was on American Idol the first year.
Right, she won American Idol.
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
But she's on The Voice. She's one of the judges on The Voice.
All right.
And she literally, if somebody's singing country, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you were just so good. You're so talented." Da 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 da. And then.
Oh really?
It's you can tell. Yeah, she tries to. I don't know.
She switches
Good morning,
it
Victoria.
up a little bit.
Yeah, okay. And I notice myself, like if I go back where my mom lives, for instance.
Yeah.
I feel like every now I pick up a little bit of the twang that they have there. But it's just weird. I'm like, I don't know.
If you move to Great Britain for a couple of years, you think?
Oh my goodness, I talk like this. Absolutely. Anybody ever get paid to volunteer to take a later flight? It did, and I got paid to arrive 3 hours later in another flight because they overbooked my full customer. Oh my goodness! I actually they were offering like $1,000 or something to take a flight one time if you waited.
Dang.
I don't remember when it was. Just recently, one of my, I don't know, wherever I either flew to Atlanta or Oklahoma or wherever it was I was flying, but I couldn't because I was under a tight schedule.
Wow. That would have been cool. I wish that would have happened to Mrs. Thomas and I last weekend.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. Hey, $1,000, sure. I'll land 3 hours later. Yeah, exactly. He got 2,000. Yeah, 2,000 bucks. Heck yeah.
Good grief!
I'd stay 3 extra hours.
Is that paid in like free flights, like miles, or is that cashola?
Or do they like credit your credit card?
And what do they? How's that work, Gary?
I gotta
Since you're in the know
I
over
gotta
there.
grab a drink here.
It's National Wine Day, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not having wine right now.
I knew that. It looks like a monster. Is that what it is?
It is a monster. It's a big monster.
Hey, Perrin.
Morning, Perrin.
Hey.
I'm just impressed with your color today, Bill. You're making me look washed out in gray.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It must be doing
You got a gift card for like a Visa gift card for $2,000. That's nice.
Double dang.
I would call the number on the back and make sure it has the $2,000 on it.
Right. Seriously.
That's nice. So when are you coming here so we can go shopping, Gary?
Really, we're such shopping veterans. We shop in the great places, you and I. Outlets.
He went to Victoria's Secret.
Well, it was started by a guy.
He took the Victoria's. It is, yeah, in Ohio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, up by you, Gary.
Hey, we have a guest.
We have Miss Shelley.
How long has it been since we've had a guest here? A little while.
When I was here, I had guests. When you were on vacation.
That's because she's a social butterfly.
I even had like Jennifer
Shelley.
Schwarzenberg. We had
yeah,
there's Shelley.
Good morning.
What's happening? What are you up to?
Nothing. It's a bit windy outside.
It
yes.
is. It's almost like, you used to just jump out of the shower and didn't get in the car, just come to work. You don't have to blow dry it or anything.
Yeah.
Gary took the Victoria's Secret card and Mike said, Gary, anything fit?
That's funny.
No, this is what happened. I'll have to explain this to you, Shelley.
Okay.
So Gary, kind of tight. Parents said hi. So Gary had to go to Vermont last week when Bill was in New York.
Yep.
I hope I didn't get rid of it. Hold on. No. So he sends me this. Okay. And if you look at it carefully, it says the outlets at Lake George West.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Gary drove by there. That's Bill and Mrs. Thomas were there.
Are you serious?
At that moment.
And he thought he really thought that Gary was joking, saying when I said no, Gary sent me that picture.
Oh,
so is Shelley back?
So Gary is now claiming that I was in the Victoria's Secret store. But the big secret is
there's no Victoria's Secret there. But
that's funny.
Yeah, he thought Bill bought leopard underwear or something.
Hello. Well.
Good morning to you, Ruby.
Wow.
So is Shelley back? So Shelley's. I mean, she hasn't really. She did go somewhere. She went to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But that was like a month.
Yeah,
and
it
a
was
half
like
ago
a month and a half ago or something.
No, she's here. She's fine.
Yeah. I'm good. But there is an E before the Y. But that's okay because nobody else remembers it either. But that's okay, Michael. So anyway, I just popped in to say good morning.
Good morning to you.
So why do you do the whole E? I mean, I know that's
because my mom put it there.
Oh,
that's the only reason.
Good reason too. Good reason.
The only reason.
Okay. Like CINDY. Why don't you spell it CYNDIE or something?
Yeah.
Because mom spelled it CINDI.
I've had it spelled so many different ways. It's not even funny. I'm like, okay.
All right.
That's
so, Shelley, what are you doing for Memorial Day weekend other than holding an umbrella?
Working.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I am working this weekend.
She's not coming to my party.
All right.
Because I'm not having my party.
She's not having a party, which is a bummer, but that's
I know.
okay. That's okay. But no, I'm working over at 911. And then what else am I doing? I think we're gonna, I don't know, probably cook out or something.
Okay.
You know, hopefully if the weather stays. What's it looking like? I haven't even looked at my weather yet.
Yeah.
And
Really?
each day closer we get, they increase the chance of rain for each day. So, like on Monday, it was like 20 and 30% chance. Now it's 60, 70% chance.
Oh, well, that stinks.
A little bit.
That
So,
totally
who
stinks.
knows
Which is
what we're
why the
really gonna
party's
get,
canceled.
You know, but
Yeah.
one of those things.
Oh well. Well, I do have friends getting married today, so let's hope
Really?
that we've got. Yeah, they're down here. It's actually one of my hubby's Coast Guard buddies.
Okay. Cool.
So they're getting hitched. They've been together for like I think 10, 12 years.
The,
Yeah.
Wonderful couple.
Yeah. So yay. What?
Special day.
Mike just said, Cindy, thanks for the cancellation.
Oh, good Lord. Oh,
I just had to let you guys know ahead of time that it was going to be canceled, so that you just didn't show up.
Absolutely.
oh, Perrin, don't even worry about it, girl. Are you kidding me?
No, Gary is not. She is not going to make the helicopter noise again.
Gary.
Come on, man.
Gary, man.
Come on, man.
Let's take it up a
Come
notch.
on, man.
You're,
Come on, man.
You're bad, Gary. All right,
All right.
peeps. Have a
Y'all have a
wonderful
great
day.
one.
You
Break
do
up.
the same.
Break a leg,
I have a
girl.
sweater almost like that.
Do you?
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Except now it's a little smaller.
Oh, stop.
All right.
All right, I don't know what we're doing, but we're
all
doing
the
something.
regular stuff coming up, folks. Bow tie within 10 minutes. And
Why
we'll
not?
tell you where we'll be broadcasting live this weekend.
I know where.
Your station for the killer hits 102.5. The Shark. Carly Simon. Nobody does it better. 102.5,
Nobody
The Shark.
does it better.
Absolutely.
Wasn't that a commercial for like a pizza place or something? Nobody does it better.
Oh, it might be. If not, right.
I don't remember, but yeah. Nope, just so.
$1 million for Bill. Yeah. No, that's your idea. Unless you don't use it tonight.
Okay.
All right. We've got a twisted weather forecast for the next couple of days.
Dangerous rip currents, heavy surf as well. Look for clouds, breezy, 70 with wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Cloudy, breezy tonight and 60. Mostly cloudy, windy tomorrow, 67 the high with wind gusts up to 35 miles an hour.
Right now we got 52 in Chesapeake, 58 in Duncan, 59 at 102.5. The Shark.
Hope you're hungry.
Why is that?
And if you're not hungry, you need to start getting hungry for Saturday night because you're going to go out. You guys have a date.
This is our first.
You have a date.
I know, with Jimmy's Seafood Buffet.
You do, 5 to 7 p.m.
Liz, I'm coming your way, lady.
Yes, he
Liz
will.
is the owner of Jimmy's Seafood Buffet in Kitty Hawk, right there on the bypass, 5+3.5. We always have fun all summer long.
We do.
It's kind of like a standing summer gig
Mhm.
at Jimmy's Seafood Buffet. We hit up there. We tell everybody this is the place.
Well, I mean, when you walk in the door,
Mhm.
you see all kinds of tables, of course, and people like stuffing their face with all these different crab legs,
Yeah.
and lobsters, and shrimp, and ham, and
you
they have salad.
smell the
And
food,
it smells
too.
so good. But they have things like calamari, they have clams, they have mussels, they have fresh caught local tuna. I mean, everything is fresh. They have mahi, they have even like the southern typical, ham
Yeah,
and corn on the cob and green beans and collard greens and barbecue and that kind of stuff too.
every
If you don't
big,
like seafood.
every big crowd, every family's got somebody that's like maybe they're allergic to something, or
Hmm.
maybe they just don't like seafood. They've got you covered.
And they even have a regular menu too. That you can
Exactly.
actually, or if you just want a hamburger,
Well,
you
you-
can order a hamburger if you want to.
Off the buffet, not from the buffet, but
Right.
aside from the buffet.
Exactly.
All right, so 5 to 7 Saturday evening with the Shark. It'll be broadcasted live there right up front. You can't miss me. I'll be there. Stop by.
Mhm.
We'll do some trivia, some prizes to win, and I'll tell you all about Jimmy's Seafood Buffet.
I mean,
Okay.
you know what makes my mouth water is looking at the pictures
Mm.
that they put up
Yeah,
on their
I
Facebook
know.
page.
Yeah,
And
I
the
got
picture, I still have some pictures from last year on my phone because it's like they have lobster tails, they have
Yes.
lobster claws,
Yeah.
they have all kinds of different crab legs and crabs and shrimp and
Mhm.
mussels and clams and
Bring the whole family out. It's
Yum.
an Outer Banks tradition.
it
Come
is
out.
absolutely for over 24 years.
Right. Milepost 3.5 on the bypass. We will see you there Saturday 5 to 7. Coming up within 10 minutes, it'll be bow time for somebody. We get Today in Music, and right after that, guess what? It's a chance to win a 2-piece chicken dinner from Bojangles. That's exactly right. And more killer hits like this one from NXS coming up.
All right, so in the wind, he can deal with wind because he has little weights to put on the tent.
Oh, what are we talking about? What's Bill going to do
Make-
about the weather?
Yeah, he said for the wind.
Okay, all right. That's a great question.
Oh yes,
What's that?
Going back to old cars when you pull the buttons out to set the.
Oh,
Yes.
there were a lot of things on our list this morning that really brought back a lot of memories. For one,
I have to try something
yeah,
because you almost look like you're glowing.
we're gonna turn my lamp off. See, it just went away. My glow went away.
You were starting to like actually almost
not
like
pregnant
weird
anymore.
glow. Oh look, I have a
Yeah.
shadow now
Okay.
because of that. Sorry, but I look pale. You look like you have color. Now you're looking pale there. Why? You all of a sudden changed.
Holding my breath.
I don't. I don't know. But yeah, pulling up, and then when you actually had to turn the dial to dial in the radio
Yeah.
station,
It wasn't digital.
digital.
That's right.
You had the
It
little
wasn't
thing that
digital.
went up and down.
Okay.
And on my dad, he had a 1976 F-150 Ford pickup truck. You like slid the little thing to take it from AM to FM.
Right. And air conditioning in our car were the little side windows that went like this.
Oh yeah, like
You know, I'm talking about little
yeah,
triangles.
255. Yeah, the two windows open at 55 miles an
Yes,
hour.
exactly
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
255.
that's it. Yeah. Mhm.
And then how about a crank to roll the window up and down?
Well, I think the Mike's question is the weather's potentially crazy this
Yes.
weekend. We know that, but we plan to go. The only reason we wouldn't be there is if
Lightning and thunder.
lightning
And
and thunder
pouring down
and it
rain.
wasn't safe, and or if our client, our partner in this, Jimmy's decided it's just too bad. But that's their
Right.
call,
Right.
So, but we're planning to be there, and hopefully you stop by and say hi.
If it is a downpour, though, I don't think he'll be going. I mean, if it's literally like a
Yeah.
major thunderstorm that's going to be around from like, say it starts at 4:45 and is going to be there until at least 6.
Right.
Yeah, Bill will not be there.
I got to talk to you about something here. We've got a few minutes before today.
Oh Lord. Okay. go
So
ahead.
just before this little ritual,
Okay.
just before we go on the air with this Facebook Live,
Mhm.
Cindy sets it up on the computer.
Mhm.
You have to open up some programs and stuff and get the cameras ready.
Right.
I usually leave the room.
Yeah.
It might be a bathroom check, or maybe refill the coffee, brush
his hair.
to get
To
makeup,
brush his
to get
hair.
the glow going.
To brush his hair, make sure it's perfect.
But I was away for a week, and sometimes when you're at work and you're there every day, you don't see the forest. Here's what I mean. I take a look around the common office area this morning, so I can get my coffee, and I look and I'm like, oh my gosh, my desk is. Oh, I've got to do some work. So I want, and here's what I see. Okay, I want to show you just a couple of things that literally I just brought from my desk out here, and I want to ask you guys: do you guys ever have this problem? Okay, so how long ago was Christmas?
Well, it's 7 months away, so it's 5 months ago. Those were on our Christmas tree, which reminds me, didn't you throw that Christmas tree away?
I did.
We have a new one. Don't worry about getting another one.
Really? Okay.
Yes, I brought it from my mom's,
Right.
and it's already decorated.
That's cool. So, but I had stuff from Christmas still on my desk.
Okay.
A red light bulb.
It's because it goes in the on air.
I do. I know what it does. When you're out
Right.
in the hallway, if we turn our microphones on,
It's supposed to light
there's
up.
a light outside that alerts everybody. Oh, be quiet.
It's supposed to light up. Is that for Curtis's new thing?
I don't know what it is. It's just on my desk.
Okay.
This is not my doing. And this is kind of, well, I brought this in when I saw it. I forgot we had it. This was Marco's NC State pen,
Very
which
cool.
is still hanging out at my desk, which is what's his
desk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, I don't even know what it is. It says finishing, but it's got a brush on one side, and it's got some rubber eraser thing on the other. I don't know what it is. It's not mine, but it's on my desk. Weird stuff.
I wonder if it's like a pencil eraser.
Don't know.
And then you
They
go
brush it off.
because they used to have those they had erasers that had the little they were hard brushes though.
Yeah.
But you
Was
could
that for
erase
typewriter stuff though. Maybe my mom was a
typewriter
legal
or
secretary.
yeah, typewriter.
Yeah,
And you would go erase it and then you
erasers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maybe that's it.
I don't know.
And then the final blow was what I need to use to clean my desk. So I don't know. You guys have this problem? Does stuff land on your desk that's not yours?
I don't have a desk.
I guess the answer for you is no.
I don't know. But I will tell you this. I mean, there's stuff like that's here that they can't really see.
Right.
That I've noticed. Yeah.
Marco's birthday.
Yes, Marco's birthday is on Sunday the 28th. Yes.
That's a great idea. We will
We
celebrate.
could do a tribute to him on Friday.
Absolutely.
I think so. I think that would be a great idea.
We still have some things that we could just, we still have some audio around maybe.
I think maybe, possibly.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do something for you, something special.
Tomorrow is Friday. Wow. See, I'm
I know,
thinking.
right?
Yeah, he said tomorrow. And then I will answer my mom question in 1 second. And Mike, I think they're starting to put little vent windows back in cars.
Oh, really?
But now I have seen them on a couple cars, and I'm like, wow, okay, that's different. But so many of them have just the one piece of glass in the door, whatever. They don't have that little. But I have seen them on some kind of car, and I don't remember what it was. But I was like, oh wow, that's like a vent.
Right.
All right. So my mom, yesterday morning. Well, I told you yesterday, I think, that her best friend had passed away on the 23rd, which was Tuesday. She passed away that morning. Well, my brother informed my mom on Tuesday evening that Carolyn had passed. My brother told her. Well, yesterday morning, I called Springer, how my mother was doing, and they said, well, who's Carolyn? And I said, that's my mom either was remembering that my brother told
Maybe.
she was calling out for Carolyn.
Oh,
Either that or was there in spirit talking to my mom.
maybe.
Because everybody that my mom yelled,
Right.
my grandmother, they're
Right.
all passed. So
Tell you what, I've heard and read somebody goes through these final stages of not as sick over days, and their body starts to shut down, those kind of things. If they're not medicated heavily, like so many people are today,
like literally they could have knocked out an elephant with the amount of sedatives
what I'm
they've given
saying
her.
is, I believe that there's this thin veil between us and the other side. Okay. Yeah. Are people that have gone before us there to grieve it?
I think they come down and get you and take you with them.
Maybe to make you feel comfortable, to make it to welcome.
Before
Because let's face it,
she passed,
everybody does.
everybody dies.
Everybody does.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. See, Foy, I
Mhm.
see deceased. My grandmother, which was my mom's mom, she never talked about her parents. And I remember her sitting up in her wheelchair thing that they had, and she was saying, Mom, here, I want to show you something. And within a few hours after that, she passed away. I'm telling you, the only person that, which is weird, but she is kind of going back in her, they do, they kind of go backwards when you have dementia.
Right.
She's now grade era sort of her life.
Which she seems to act like,
just different things that she's talking about. But so that was bad. So I don't think that's why she's not calling out for my dad.
Right.
She was calling a week ago, a week and a half ago, but now it's more Carolyn too. That's so, I don't know, but I keep telling my mom, it's okay, Mom.
It's something to not just think about, but ponder.
Right. And we just don't. And then my brother said he'd call me back in an hour last night to tell me because he was there. And he said basically, well, he did send me a text. Hold on, what did he say on the text? He sent me. Hold on, I gotta find it. He sent me.
I'm watching it.
He said no change. Yeah, he said no change. And I said, was she still calling out for Carolyn? And he said no, she was all over it when I left. Call you back in an hour. I don't know what he meant by that. That's why I called him.
It doesn't surprise me those of you that are chiming in that have experienced similar things. I think there's definitely something to it. I believe that. It's just,
I think they're coming to greet you. Yeah. When my mom died, she looked past my dad. Yes. See?
All right, today in music and bow time.
It happens.
Coming up.
It does happen. I see what I'm doing here. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I got to switch screens for a minute.
Your station for the killer hits, 102.5 The Shark. Pat Benatar and her husband, Neil Giraldo. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just past fall. And they're heartbreaking. Man, what a duo they are. I mean, what a team. About 8:26. Bill and Cindy, the morning. Killer hits all day.
And when you see them in concert, they will talk. a lot.
They like to tell stories?
They will tell you about all the songs that they've done because they've been together like the whole time. But they definitely will. Oh, well, we wrote this song. We were driving down this country road, and suddenly this bird flew out of nowhere, and the color just kind of like glimmered off his eye and made me think, wow, love is a battlefield or something. I mean, I don't even know if that's true, but
songwriters are like that. They're inspired by the strangest things. That's so cool.
All right, so let's get to business here. Dangerous rip currents, heavy surf through this evening, cloudy, breezy, 70 temp-wise, mile per hour, winds 30. Tomorrow, 35, a little cooler with some clouds and wind, 67 the expected high.
You know what that makes me think of? Wipeout.
Okay.
All right, we got 52 in Chesapeake this morning. We got 60 in Rodanthe, and we got 58 at 102.5 the Shark. And it's time for Today in Music.
And it's brought to you by Tap That OBX. Open until 9 p.m. with your favorite beers, bourbons, and tequilas, free pool, foosball, and shuffleboard too. Come hang out and relax with friends in their new laid-back space in Kitty Hawk at Tap That OBX.
All right, on this date 2004, Madonna canceled 3 shows in Israel after terrorists threatened to kill her and her kids.
What?
So remember that. 1995, the earliest known recording of Mick Jagger and Keith Richards from 1961 was sold at Christie's auctions in London for $90,000.
What?
Yeah.
That's it? That sounds like a low.
1995.
Yeah. That still sounds low, though. I don't know why.
Thought he got a good deal, though.
I guess.
1991, Mariah Carey scored her 4th #1 single with I Don't Want to Cry. And it was 1990 that singer Lou Gramm quit Foreigner to start a solo career.
All right, so we got a few birthdays to share with you today.
Okay.
Tom T. Hall. He's a country singer. He's a songwriter.
Yes.
He also wrote Harper Valley PTA. Harper Valley PTA. He was born in 1936, and sadly he left us in 2021.
Wow.
Klaus Meine, something, I don't know, it's German. He's with the Scorpions, the lead singer.
Yes.
He was born this day in 1948.
Happy birthday, Klaus.
Robbie Steinhardt.
Okay.
He's a violinist and a singer with Kansas. Carry on my way, son.
Okay.
1950 is when he was born.
Okay.
And Chuck Ruff. He was the drummer of the Edgar Winter group, Frankenstein.
Yes.
1951 is when he was born. He would have turned obviously another year older, but he left us in 2011.
All right. That is Today in Music, which means one thing. It's Mo time.
It is, and it's time for you to be a winner of a 2-piece chicken dinner from Bojangles. How do you do that, you ask? Well, very simple. You pick up your phone and you text us the letters PTA, as in Harper Valley PTA.
Yes.
Just put it all together, PTA, and that'll qualify you for that 2-piece chicken dinner from Bojangles. 252-441-1025 is the number.
News and Mother Together coming up within 10 minutes. John Sebastian with a hit, a killer hit coming up too.
Victoria, you are so right about that. They do rally at the end. I don't know about necessarily clarity, maybe a little bit here and there, but all of a sudden, like she literally was, you would lift up her leg like this or whatever, ow, 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 ow. But yet the other day in the bed, she was doing this with her leg. And I'm going, what the heck?
I got a little quick story if you guys don't mind.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was in the room with my grandmother. And it was one of those situations where it was a long in. And she did rally Victoria, just like the guys were talking about. And it wasn't like, just to talk. She was very weak, but her eyes opened up. She hadn't opened her eyes. All of a sudden, and she looked around at each one. It's like just as clearly for about a minute. And she closed her eyes, and within a half an hour, she passed away. So what? As she was taking her last breath, my aunts were singing "I'll Fly Away" right there to my grandmother.
Wow.
Their mom. And right after she took her last breath, outside the window, get this, in the yard, the dogs start barking. I know, but the timing is just very bizarre.
It is.
So,
I
It's
have-
one of those things.
I have a quick question for you guys. I just noticed that both of our microphones are turned on. Is there like
What's
an
happening?
extra weird sound? Because we can't hear
Yeah.
ourselves. But I just realized that.
Nobody said anything. That's odd. You guys
No.
are usually like flat on it.
And
When
like
something's wrong.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
Can we hear? No, nothing weird. Okay, then it's
Okay.
just gonna stay the way it was. Perfect. Maybe it's that new camera.
Hey, maybe it is.
So
All right,
nothing weird is
cool.
happening. That's awesome.
Okay.
We got it figured out. Now I just need a cool camera like yours.
We'll have
Because
to
you
see.
actually have color. I look washed out and pale.
Here we go. We're upgrading one step at a time.
I don't even know
Yeah.
what brand that is.
I don't need it.
Here, let me look. No, just kidding.
It won't be here tomorrow. It'll be over there. Looking at her.
We might have to change.
That's
We
right.
might have to switch.
All right, you guys have a great day. Stay out of the wind. Rain's coming.
Yes.
Kind of deal with it. We'll see. Maybe we can sneak some sunshine in there this weekend. Just it is what it is. It happens.
And thank you guys again for asking about my mom. That really means
Yep.
a lot to me. It
Very
really
cool.
does. You guys are the bomb or the best or whatever.
You too, Gary.
Have Gary's safe flight and
Yeah,
enjoy that
You will.
$2,000 gift card to Victoria's
that's right.
Secret.
Come on down for the weekend. We'll have a great time.
Yeah, your treat. I mean,
Not
what?
Victoria's Secret.
No, he said he took the Victoria's Secret card.
We'll see you.
You guys are crazy. Oh, Perrin, don't work too hard. But all right, everybody have a good one. We'll talk to you tomorrow.